Hop Hog, and welcome to this year's spring edition of Eagle Watch. Alongside Vinny Visto, I'm Tyler Garnett.
For our first story, Tyler and I ran across the street to check out the middle school's Immigration Day.
Guten Tag, bonjour, hola, hello. Today we're at this year's annual Immigration Day, where the 8th graders explore the middle school to learn what it was like to be an immigrant coming to the United States. Let's take a closer look at the middle school's rendition of Ellis Island. Describe what is happening here today.
So right now we're in the middle of an Ellis Island experience where the kids are getting a sense of what it would have been like to go through Ellis Island and to be checked to see whether or not you could gain access to the United States of America.
Well, today we have Immigration Day for our 8th grade students, where they get to experience some of the things that immigrants experienced through the 1890s to the 1920s. They will go through a simulated Ellis Island after they've seen Voices of the Fire. Students are learning about why immigrants came here based on social, economic, and political reasons, as well as persecution.
What does this teach the students?
We're really asking the kids to think about and understand why people would come to this country, the challenges that they faced, but also the benefit that immigrants have brought to us.
It's meant to teach them what it really was like to be an immigrant and some of the challenges that their families probably faced, and also to look forward into some of there's a station with our recent immigrants who are our students to talk about some of the challenges that they face today.
What is your favorite part of Immigration Day?
Actually, I think this is it. This and the kids just had an assembly where we saw a dramatic representation from Theater 3 called Voices from the Fire, which tells the story of the Holocaust.
I think like the medical one and the mental one was pretty cool. Getting stamped for my whatever.
Getting stamped and rejected from other tables.
I think my favorite part of today is this station. It really kind of sets the tone for the day. I think that the Voices from the Fire is very powerful, but it's overwhelming, talking about the Holocaust. And I think that this kind of sets the chaos of kind of what Ellis Island was during that time period.
I like meeting all the students that I'm going to have in high school.
What country did you come from?
Puerto Rico,
Australia.
Italy,
Soviet Russia.
I'm from the United States.
I'm from Ireland.
Describe what's happening in this station.
Eating food. We're eating food from all around America. Crepes like other stuff. From France. Baked ziti from Italy. Tacos from Mexico.
And rice from Asia.
Wow, immigrating to the U.S. is a lot harder than it seems. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Vinny Visto.
Wow, great story, Vinny.
Thanks, Tyler.
Line them up, it's time for Forest Brook's Bowl-a-thon.
On a rainy Friday, March 2nd, the Forest Brook community piled in for its 10th annual Bowl-a-thon. Some of the Eagle Watch team grabbed a lane and found out more about this fun event.
Our 10th annual Bowl-a-thon in Smithtown Lanes. It's an event sponsored by the PTA for the entire school to come out and bowl, and we have great raffle baskets and prizes to win.
All of the individual classes have collected and gathered different themes, and each class puts together their own basket, which we raffle off in a Chinese auction.
How has the Bowl-a-thon evolved over the years?
Oh, it started out in Comac. We had one session, and it was less kids. Now, over the 10 years, we have 2 sessions with even more kids here, and we've got even more prizes and larger value in the prizes.
Everything that they do here, all the money goes back to activities and programs and items for the students.
So what's your favorite part about the Bowl-a-thon?
Bowling.
Bowling.
Hanging with all your friends. Raffles.
It's just nice to hang out with your friends.
My favorite part is usually spending time with my friends and bowling with my friends.
Would you say you're a master bowler?
Absolutely. You should see my stripe.
Yes.
definitely not. You would think after 10 years, but no.
No, kind of. No. A little.
Myself, I haven't gone bowling in a while. I go about once or twice a year. And today I got to work.
Many years, I'm selling raffle tickets.
No. No. I don't know.
Students, parents, and faculty had an awesome time at the Bowl-a-thon, making its 10th anniversary a huge success. Signing up for Eagle Watch, I'm Jack Ford.
Wow, that story was a strike. Hey Tyler, how much do you know about the teachers here at Hopog High School?
I know a little bit, but Antonia caught up with a few teachers to learn more about them.
Getting to Know You is back. This time I sat down with some 11th and 12th grade teachers. Why did you decide to teach this subject?
I decided to teach physics because I really enjoy all of the labs that the kids get to do, and they get to really understand how things that they see every day in life actually work.
I decided to teach social studies because of my freshman year global studies teacher, who was awesome, super nice, full of energy, and she just really motivated us.
I've always wanted to be a teacher ever since I was very little, and I've always loved to read and write, so I thought it was a perfect way to get to do what I like to do and to work with kids.
What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job is the interactions that I get to have with students.
Oddly enough, it's not the academic part, it's getting to know my students and their interests and the things they like to do and being able to talk to them outside of the classroom.
Definitely working with you guys on a daily basis. You guys are at such a pivotal point in your lives. There's so many possibilities and different directions that you guys can take, and I really enjoy being a small part of that process.
What is one life lesson you can share with students?
The biggest life lesson that I would share with students is to just not give up. If there's something you really want, you can make it happen. You just have to find a way. It might not be the traditional way that you would expect it's going to go, but if you want to achieve some goal, you can always get there.
In the room, I have 2 reminders that I constantly go back to for all of my students. Number 1 is active listening. I think that it's really important to be cognizant of the fact that a lot of us don't listen. The second is introspection. It's so important to be reflective, and it's something that I've learned throughout my life has really been something that is integral in terms of growing both as a professional and as a person.
Never give up, even though sometimes things seem like they're not going to work out the way you want them to, and they might not work out the way you want them to, they work out the way that they're supposed to.
What is your favorite way to relax?
My favorite way to relax is going to the beach. I also run early in the morning before work.
Spend time with my kids.
My favorite way to relax is with a cup of coffee and a good book.
Tell us something no one else knows about you.
I'm on a mission to slowly visit all 50 states. So I've already gotten to 18, and I have number 19 booked for this summer.
I have traveled to South Africa before. In 2003, I was lucky enough to take a trip there, and it just really opened up my eyes to so many different perspectives.
Before I became a teacher, I was an advertising copywriter, and I got to be on the Publishers Clearinghouse Prize Patrol and hand out the big checks to people.
Our 11th and 12th grade teachers seem really dedicated. Reporting for Eagle Watch, I'm Antonia Dixon.
Going once, going twice, sold to Kenny, who's at this year's Night at the Auction.
Once a year, the Bretton Woods PTA holds a dinner that welcomes all parents and teachers to help raise money for the school. I went over to Stonebridge Country Club to learn more about this special night.
So what is Night at the Auction?
Night at the Auction is a huge Chinese auction where people put in tickets to bid on baskets. We obtain class baskets, themed baskets that all the class parents facilitate. We also solicit businesses throughout the community, throughout the state. We've had the Rangers donate to us. We've had the New York Knicks donate to us. We've had all sorts of great businesses donate, and all the proceeds go straight back to our children.
So how did tonight come about?
Many years ago, a group of moms started a committee called the Dino Round Committee, and it originated in the gym. They had this vision to start a fundraiser that would bring in lots of funds to mostly fund our carnival. So they started this theme where they had restaurants donate trays of food, and they would walk around and sample the foods to the people in attendance, and through that, classrooms would donate a themed basket. So 4 years ago, we decided to take that a step further and bring it out to the Stonebridge, which we've done, and it's been a huge success.
So how does tonight benefit the school?
Tonight's proceeds benefit the school in the sense that it helps fund our Arts and Ed program, it helps and fund our end of the year carnival, and this year our special project is an indoor recess room. So we're hoping that tonight is a huge success so that we can do that.
And it sure was. I only have high hopes for this event in the future. This is Kenny Gardner signing off.
Hey Vinny, how'd it go at this year's marketing challenge?
Oh, Tyler, it was an intense competition.
Well, I'm glad we found time to put a story together.
Hi, today we're here at the 6th Annual Marketing Challenge hosted by the Business Department here at Hopwood High School. During the Marketing Challenge, students are put into groups and compete against each other to come up with the best business initiatives. Describe what is happening here today.
Today we're doing the marketing challenge for Hopwood business students. All the business students throughout the entire school are coming up to the library.
In different groups, they're not with their friends. They didn't know who they were going to be with until they actually got here. So one, they have to get that synergy going before they can be creative. And once they do, then they're putting all their different knowledge and experiences to work to come up with a solution.
What is your favorite part of the marketing challenge?
My favorite part is just like working with the group and like creating and sharing ideas of what we're going to be doing and how we're going to plan it and just like making everything and just doing the whole creation.
What did you learn from this event?
Personally, I learned more about financing and like problems with social media, how it can affect the business.
Oh, I learned that social media is a big problem and that we could find solutions to fix it as a team.
What is your favorite part of the marketing challenge?
Favorite part is to see everybody working and really getting involved with it, and just to see all the ideas and creativity that the students come up with.
The presentation is most important and most entertaining because you get to see the final result of what the kids came and put together, and some of their ideas are fantastic, and the way that they kind of go about their business and the enthusiasm and excitement about it really it's entertaining to watch, and it's really informative, and it's good for the kids to have that experience.
After hours of hard work and dedication and the help of local community members with business backgrounds, the marketing challenge was a great success. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Vinny Visto.
I'm Vinny. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just listening to some of the music produced by audio recording students. Steve and Eddie give us a look at the class. I'm inside room 195 to get an inside look on the world of music and recording technology. Let's go check it out. Can you explain what you do in this class?
Well, this class is music and recording, and that's exactly what you do. You work with recording software and anything that has to do with music, and you use things like Pro Tools and Reason, and you just put it all together, make some cool projects.
Basically, all I do is play instruments, play songs, have people record me.
Well, you can do a lot of different things. You can put songs together, play an instrument, whatever musically that you can think of, you can do it.
I play guitar and bass, but most people need me for guitar. So.
I play the piano, but I haven't played in a while, but yeah.
I sing and I play the drums.
I play the guitar and the bass guitar.
What kind of projects do you do in this class?
Well, you do things like make mixtapes and like put a bunch of different songs that you would want together, or like just basically mixing things together, know how to use the software, or if you're someone that plays an instrument or has any knowledge on how to do stuff like that, you can record your own covers of songs, originals of songs, anything you really want.
What I do is recording songs. Sometimes they're covers, sometimes they're originals. Right now I'm working on an original with a couple of cool pals, and it's going very well.
What do you enjoy most about this class?
I like that it feels a lot more free than most of my classes, and like I said, you work on creativity, which is cool.
I enjoy being with the cool folks around me, playing cool instruments on cool songs. Music is my thing. I'm very passionate about it, so I love being here and I love recording.
The teacher, Dunn, he's really great. He really is lenient with just making you passionate about the class and actually having fun and using all the software and getting it done.
Would you recommend this class to others?
Definitely.
Absolutely, if you are interested in music or recording technology.
If you're into music, then you should definitely take this class.
Music and audio recording seems like a pretty rockin' class. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Eddie Sconzo.
Vinny, there are so many awesome teachers around here.
Yeah, I really wish I could be a teacher for a day.
Well, you have to see this. Jack and Kenny have a fun segment of Question of the Month.
I'm Kenny Gardner.
And I'm Jack Ford, and this is
Question of the Month.
So, if you could be any teacher,
Who would you be and why?
Mr. Zimmerman, because I think he's very funny.
I'd be Brian Gillen.
so if you could be any student, who would you be and why?
He's a cool guy. He's very smart.
Well, I could tell you who I wouldn't be. Definitely not Jellet.
Miss Robbins, because she just seems like a very interesting person to be for the day.
I'd be Mr. Betcher because he's got a lot of cool features. You know, he's a scuba diver, he's a lifeguard, he's a pilot, and he's a teacher. And he knows a lot about earth science.
If you could be any teacher, who would you be and why?
Taking a test.
That's a tough question, but I think I would be Anthony Salvia because he has a sweet Camaro. He's way smarter than me and just a good person.
I would definitely be Mr. Foster. I wish I could play hockey like he can.
I think I'd be David Scheffler. He's actually like my favorite person ever. I love him. Love you, Chef.
Who's Stephen Nugent?
I'd be Miss Lynch because she's really pretty and she's really nice and she's my favorite teacher in the whole school.
Probably be Miss Victoria because I loved her class and it was fun.
If you guys could be any teacher, who would you be and why? This is 1 week class, guys. So, Kenny, who's your favorite teacher?
Probably Mr. Yablon.
That's weird, because mine's Mr. Nibel. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Jack Ford.
And I'm Kenny Gardner.
Hey Tyler, did you hear about all the talent at this year's Acosta Cafe?
I heard it was quite impressive. Josie and Jamie give us a look.
Mrs. Goldenbaum's Tri-M Music Honor Society hosted their annual Acosta Cafe to raise money for the Honor Society. We asked attendees what went on.
What are you doing here tonight?
We are watching our friends sing songs.
Yeah, so it's hosted by Tri-M, so we're trying to raise money for the club, the Honor Society. And so we're performing, we're getting performers to join us, bring the community together for a night of music. We have a bake sale going on, so it's pretty cool.
We are performing music for a crowd in the Commons that is acoustic and at a cafe.
Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered, oh.
What performances have you enjoyed the most?
I really enjoyed Emily Pandel's version of She Used to Be Mine from Waitress.
She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. What did you perform?
I performed Amarillo by Morning by George Strait.
I performed Falling Slowly and a mashup of Somewhere Over the Rainbow and Home.
We together as a unit sang Can't Sleep Love by Pentatonics, but a better version. And I sang Daydreamer by Adele, and I sang She Used to Be Mine from Waitress the Musical.
What do you hope the audience takes from the show tonight?
Well, I hope that more people learn about Tri-M and support it.
I think it really draws people into the music, and it really helps the Hot Dog Music Department. And for Tri-M, we're getting some funds and some money to do some really awesome things throughout the year.
The students had a lot of fun performing and raising money for Tri-M. Signing off for Eagle Watch, I'm Josie Bodie.
Eagle Watch was lucky enough to join middle school students on a college adventure to visit Quinnipiac and Yale. Here's Mikey with the story.
Hello, I'm Mike Lares, and I went with the middle schoolers for a college trip. I asked a few of the students what they thought about the trip. This is what they said.
I liked how the buildings were so old-fashioned.
I liked getting to see how it felt to go to college in the city.
I thought the architecture was really cool.
I thought it was really huge for like just a college campus, and the food was great.
It's pretty cool seeing the colleges and what they do on their free time and how their classes work.
I thought it was pretty cool that like going to Yale, all the buildings were very like old and like not really new and modern. It was kind of interesting.
Cold. It's snowing out, and we had to walk through it, but it's really interesting to see where we might be going in the future.
I love it. It gives me an idea of how college is going to be.
Pretty good. I've toured colleges before. Well, my mom went to Yale, but my two choices are Yale or Harvard for me.
I mean, it's really fun to like look at like really like historic things and like how long Yale has been around and like Quinnipiac and stuff like that.
I also asked how this would influence their future.
I like this college, but I don't think I would go here. Because education is nice, but it's really hard to get into. And
I definitely like the campus, but it's not my type. I prefer like more of like modern buildings.
I'd like to go here, but I don't see that happening.
This just gave me a good perspective of college and what it's like looking for, but I'm not sure this is right for me. So.
It motivates me because seeing what you could do in college and like the activities you could do and like other stuff like that.
I think it's pretty interesting that you get to pick when your classes are, so you don't necessarily have to have like a regular day. You could take night classes, you can go to the gym, and you can all do it from your campus.
I'd like to think that I'm pretty smart. I don't know, so maybe I'd end up going to one of these colleges.
I'm gonna know like an idea of what Yale and Quinnipiac is and what they have and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I think I'm gonna follow into my mom's footsteps. Probably. It's depending on if I want to be a doctor, I'm gonna go to Yale. But if I want to be a lawyer, I'm gonna go to Harvard.
It motivates me because like my dad, he went to Harvard, and like I want to follow his footsteps and like be somebody great.
Thanks for watching. Signing out, Mike Glass.
The musical at the high school was really awesome this year. We went behind the scenes at how to succeed in business.
On March 16th and 17th, Hauppauge High School put on the musical How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Let's take a look to see how it went.
Who do you play in the show?
I play Rosemary Pilkington.
I play Jay Pierpont Finch.
I'm JB Bigley, the president of this company. That's who I am.
I'm Mr. Berto Brett, his personnel manager.
I play Hetty LaRue. I'm First Girl. I play Miss Jones.
I play Mr. Matthews.
I start off as Mr. Tackerberry, executive, and then I transform into Wally Womper, the chairman of the board.
I play Pete in the show. I'm also a worldwide Wicked executive.
And every other part. And I'm ensemble.
I am Davis.
I'm Smitty. I'm Lucille.
Ensemble!
I'm Gatch.
And what made you choose this show?
Well, it's got some beautiful, beautiful music. The book is a Pulitzer Prize winning book. We have a lot of guys this year, so it was a piece that we could show off a lot of guys in, and we have a lot of talent, a ton of talent, and it's not an easy show to do. So I figured this is the year with all that talent to do a show that's a little more challenging.
This show is about Finch who climbs up the corporate ladder and tries to make his way to the top.
And just the things he goes through while trying to make his way to the top.
There's a guy named Finch, and he pretty much wants to succeed in business. So he works up all the different levels to get his way to the top, and then you see where things go from there.
We then asked performers what the show was about and what the rehearsal process was like.
This rehearsal was very long and rigorous because this show is probably like over 2 hours, and there was a lot of dance rehearsals and music rehearsals because there's very heavy music in this show.
It was stressful, but it was worth it. It was really fun. Long but fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of work and a lot of long nights, but at the end of the day, when we were doing this show, it was totally worth it.
Overall, the show was fantastic. Congratulations to the cast and crew. Signing off from Eagle Watch, I'm Jamie Sark.
Well, Hop Pog, that's all the time we have for this show. But don't worry, there'll be more stories coming your way soon.
Alongside Tyler Garnett, I'm Benny Bisto. Thanks for watching.
Stay classy,
Hop Pog.
Okay, Tyler, we're starting on camera 3, and then you're turn in. And
Thank you.
3 to 2. Do not throw in money. Vinny, move your arm. Okay,
Hey, come on. Give it back to me.
okay, keep going.
Call it a day. Someone's gotta make a noise or say something.
Hey Tyler, did you hear about all the talent at this year's Acosta Cafe?
I heard it was quite impressive. Josie and Jamie give us a look. That was weird. That was a weird turn. I just said it weird because I was like turning. So just do one quick time. Yeah, one quick time. Turn it if I say quite impressive.
Wait, I forgot what I was gonna say.